Ndokwa Fm.
On behalf of the entire political bodies gathered here, and I would say the color you bring on, now speed we take, accept them. Cashless or no cashless, more money see the top of everything. More money see they come, if you come, we see collect them. And I just want to come and show everything that will make your division move in accordance to progress. Everybody went there and say we join now to see to that in Jesus' name.
Okay.
Father Lord, we thank you, Lord, for the therapy. We thank you, Lord, for the victory. We thank you, Lord, for why you are here, Lord. We say, accept advance in the name of Jesus. Father Lord, this political era, Lord, we shall all live beyond this in the name of Jesus. Amen. No one will be casualty among us in the mighty name of Jesus. The family shall be saved in the name of Jesus. Nigeria shall be saved in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' name we pray. Not before that.
Before then, we have to introduce ourselves so that we see Florence and Chiku. The present DPO program. Thank you.
Next to the DPO is myself. SP, then Tango, DC1.
I am this Simon, the station officer.
My name is William Santi Ijibo, and the twice in the DSS for this is my OCB.
I am Ukwuani, President, UFC DSS, Ukwuani.
I got special grace, I'm honorable Ukwuani Osaniku, representing SDP Ukwuani.
My name is Comrade Tochi, APC Chairman. I am Sir Francis Otoya Igibe, representing Democracy.
I am Wadozi Ikechukwu, and representing LGA Labour Party.
My name is Madam President Tishi. I'm representing Labour Party and GG.
My name is Asimeli Kennedy. I'm representing the Court Party. I'm Comrade Ndokwa. I'm representing APC. Coordinators, APC.
My name is LBC Elbo. I'm the LG Chairman Abga Kwalogo Media.
I will not want to bore you people so much on why I put an election. So our people are going to decide. Our people are going to decide whom they will choose. Why I call for this meeting is that we are all gathered here, one blood, one flesh, of all Ukwuani. After election, Ukwuani will still remain. Ukwuani will still remain and will continue to remain. Nobody's blood is worth anybody's position. That is why I call for this meeting, so that we can, everybody mustn't be a winner. It's not a win-win game. There must be somebody who will be declared a winner. And that's why I call for this meeting, that no matter what we do, we should remember that Ukwuani will still remain. Nigeria will still remain. Our children, this is not the first time we are doing election, we'll be doing election. Let this one not be the one that will end Ukwuani. It will not be the one that will end anybody's political career. Let it not be the one that will end and terminate our lives. Let it not be the one that will bring chaos. Let it not be the one that say, why now can't be like this now? Other people, then they do, they go. Why this one can't be like this now? That's why I call for this meeting. So that we go out there, talk to our people, talk to our members. That it's not a win-win game. It's not a do or die affair. It's not something that we must kill ourselves before we emerge. And if God's willing, anybody emerge, let's embrace it. What we want is one Nigeria unity. We are all Nigerians. Somebody must emerge a winner. So please, I call for this meeting so that we can have a peace accord, and then equally to tell you people that Ukwuani must remain after election. The political party must remain after election. Nobody is worth anybody's blood. No position is worth anybody's blood. No position is worth anybody's life at all. That's why I call for this meeting. So that we all sign a peace accord, that wherever we envisage that there might be a problem, you people are my eyes. I cannot be all over. I'm counting on you people, because that is why I call for this meeting. I'm begging you people equally to tell your members that let there be peaceful, fair election. It's a game. Let's play the game well. Let's play the game without violence. Let's play the game so that people will commend us in Ukwuani. Thank you. Shegwari.
I think you have said it all. I think you have said it all. I think this is the right opportunity for us to tell ourselves the truth. I just came in from Asaba yesterday, where we went since Wednesday, and then the previous week the same, and even before weekend we will go again, all strategizing on how to make sure everything goes with you. And all the security agencies are working in synergy. At least, it's no secret to all of us. There's something we call body language. All the security agencies are saying that the body language of Mr. President is that election should be free and fair. And that all measures that need to be taken to ensure that the free and fair should be taken. So it's also a good time for us to tell ourselves, so that anybody goes back and tell his party members that this is no longer a time of anything good, because this is not like any other election. So that we, as security people will say, we take dressing, everybody should take dressing and play by the rule. That this government wants a situation whereby the person that will declare the winner should be the actual winner, and nothing short of that. Thank you very much.
And I also want to say that you are a very lucky woman to have been posted to this mission, because Ukwuani, in all elections, it has always been violence free. We don't have troubles, if we have any problem in the field, to call the DPO or draw the attention of officers within the polling unit. Albeit, also, because as the day goes by, you also breed some monsters. We also go out there, go back there, and to educate our people on the need for us to the part peace. It is a part of peace, and we are showing you all the political leaders here. We have always played the role of brotherliness, oneness in every election that takes place in Ukwuani, be it local government, presidential, assembly, or even governorship. As it is today, we are working in tandem. We are putting candidates, that is why you want, who is there, we will vote for him. Which one you want, we will vote for him. as you can see in various billboard advertisement that is going on across the local government. For working together, we want a change, not just a change for the sake of it, but a change that will bring better things for our children here on board. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, madam. I want to thank you once more for putting up a meeting such as this. So, like you said, politics is a game. You play it well. You see that you play it well, or you play to win, or you play to lose. No matter how we play the politics in Ukwuani here, politics will come. It's ever will come and it will go. But Ukwuani remains the same. Among all of us here present, I don't think there's anybody who say, I don't know this man's story, little story in town. I was opportune to be in the state peace accord meeting at Asaba, and the commissioner of police said, in all the units, not words, in all the polling units in Delta State, uniform personnel has been posted to each of them. I quote him, I invite you all to see how you will work in peace with my policemen and other security agencies that will be there for a peaceful election. One party chairman has stood up and said, for this to work, the uniform personnel should be very careful of their own operations. I think I'm looking at the faces I see here in your own side. Maybe they will be there. I don't think I saw any there, but I know it's a circular will be passed. I want to as a means of suggestion to the House now. One of the words, statements issued there is, to all policemen, all uniform personnel that will be there. Today we are friends. We are talking this way. On that day, you are to remain in your duty post. Because as an SDP member, a Labour Party member sees a policeman on duty there, talking with me, we are discussing and laughing, is sending a wrong body language, like DSS said, to that party member. Maybe you are just greeting, but you look to others as if I am trying to run deal with him. So I want to bring it to the House, most especially to your office, man. The way we are leaving this peace accord meeting to go back to our own party members to enlighten them of this is the way forward and this is how it ought to be, I would still like it to be put across to the uniform personnel that will be deployed from this division to any of the polling units. There is no brother there as long as it's on uniform. Mount your post and please no frivolities because it's going to cause problem. Like my Afghan chairman rightly said, he said, from time immemorial, and I believe when you came, history was given to you, little history was given to you about our elections. They might be saying we are stubborn here, but as long as it has to do with the election, we coordinate ourselves. Not because we went there when we carry the bus, but we are working to see that whoever we are by voting becomes the winner. So if we pay all of us good on that day, let it be a distance, I stuff, so that it will not cause problems for others. Thank you very much.
Coordinators for various parties. Yes, I see that we had this meeting. You have made some statements that concern security performance at the polling unit. Actually, the police we have been very well informed on how to conduct ourselves at that polling unit professionally, if nothing otherwise. And
by proving that fact, we equally have police officers on electoral duty as our conduct to perform on that very day. I am very much informed that the DPO has lectured our men to be professional at that point. And I showed you that if only your party members do not misbehave, at the polling unit, nothing will attract the policeman to canvass anything in any vote. Because ours is to observe how the electorates are doing their job and how the agents, the party agents are performing. I still want to advise people to inform your men, those people who will cast their vote. Let them not cause crowding, maybe because of sharing money or one thing or the other. But these are the areas that will bring security breach. And once security is breached, it will attract the uniformed men to intervene. But all what we want to see is the success of the election to be fair, to be out of intimidation, either from one superior party against the inferior party, or by influence, or maybe let me say undue influence to get the vote. But on the side of the police, we are very, very much lectured on how to perform on that very day. The security, I think before even that day, or other directives will come on how to do about the whole exercise. The posting has been done, not changing yet, right from the headquarters for every unit, as you said, and we have been informed how to perform. The only challenges we see that we can face is the behavior of your men. If people can behave normally, to follow the same, be in a single line, then your people, you advise your people to follow on a single line to cast their vote, there will be no problem. If your agents or your people will not intimidate or threaten the electorate, there will be no problem. But once you notice that there is security breach, or less, you know that anywhere there will be problem, it's likely that unit will be even cancelled. So this is the little that I have to contribute to this meeting, to assure you that we are very much ready for the election. We cooperate with you.
Thank you. I want to respond to what you have said. Before now, there used to be snatching of boxes. But I think INEC have been able to do a very good job to actually checkmate most of all these anomalies. Now, by the biggest machine, you know, when you thumbprint your finger, it will show your face, and that allows you to vote. If you vote without that machine recognizing you, that vote is cancelled. And also, when you are going to that secret room where you cast your vote, nobody else should follow you, because there is a law against it. If somebody should follow you that maybe the person wants to force you vote here, that person is liable to a imprisonment of 7 years. INEC has put that one in place. And that is where the police comes in. And if you see somebody going into that secret room, and somebody else now maybe following him with money to influence him, you arrest him. And no matter what, like I said, this issue of say order from above should be discarded. We want a new Nigeria. Everybody is feeling the crunch. The situation we have now, there's nobody that will say is not crying in Nigeria, including the police, because it's the same market we buy from. So police should do their job very well. If any person is saying yes, he wants to flout the rule, based on what the INEC himself has placed and the law stipulates, you arrest the person. You come here and lock up the person, and that's all. And law has to take its course. You understand? So that is just one. If police can be fair, I know also that this election will be fair. So thank you.
On behalf of any other political party member here that we choose to stand with me, to say we would like to receive an apology to that. And secondly, he talked about behave normal. And he now stressed on the behave normal. When you are told to stand in a profile, stay in a profile, and there is no abnormal person that will leave his house to go and stand under the sun from morning till when the election will be over. With all due respect, sir, that language, normal. Everybody is normal. If one man is not normal, that means everybody that will be on the field will not be normal. Pardon me to use that language. So we are all, excuse me, sir, we are all sane people. So everybody going there should be addressed and as seen as an equal to every other person. We are only just going there to carry out our different functions and responsibilities as a citizen. That is on that ground. And please, pardon me to say too, in that state peace accord meeting at Asaba, INEC were fully represented there. The police, aside from the Commissioner of Police, every other security agencies in Delta State has a single person representing them, up to the extent of the human rights activists. They were there. I think I still have a footage of them, of that day's meeting. What did the human rights activist said? He said he advised INEC, this might be coming late, but it came at the time you called for this meeting. On that day, if there is secrecy in your voting, there will not be any problem. You cannot imagine me coming out to thumbprint by God's special grace on that day. Even the police, party agents, canvassers and this and that will be peering through who I'm voting for. Today I might be very loyal, flaunting the SDP candidate, but on that day, God forbid, I will go and vote for a brother party candidate for that day. Don't look at me. So if INEC can provide or produce extra security booths, you go in there alone. Even if you are going there to thumbprint that will give us void at the end, no problem, but do your thing yourself. Like I initially said, and Augustine talked on it, that the police have been trained and have been lectured professionally on what to do. I stand on what I said before now. On that day, even the police don't peer through what that man is voting at. And anybody, like my Labour Party brother said, anybody you see that goes against the electoral law, please sir, with all due respect, the law should take, even me when they speak to so, if I violate the electoral law, when order from above comes, let the law take its course. I rest my case.
Thank you. Okay, I want to, first of all, I want to commend all of you for enlightening us and sanitizing us more on this thing. I equally want to apologize sincerely if one spoken by my 2IC had, in short, the word spoken by him is error and is not supposed to be spoken. You know? I'm so sorry if he had annoyed people in any way. I think I want to, like as I say, is again, one person must always emerge. And as he rightly said, we are, all of us, nobody in this division yet, that have not been trained on this election that is coming. So went as far to another state to be trained. And then the climax of it was on Thursday. Now some of us who were not fully trained, like a trainer, went there on Thursday to impart on those, to re-echo it again, whatever has been taught to you. Re-echo it again to the general, to the other officers and men in our gathering, which I know by the grace of God, all these things that you enumerated, we'll still re-echo it again before the election proper. We'll still re-echo all the points again before they go out. But I know with all the sounding warnings and all the sounding training that is given to them, I'm sure that whatever you've experienced before in the previous election will never have come. I'm sure you can. And I'm sure that before we go into that booth, I will equally sound into their ear again their duties, what they are supposed to do. And I know by God's grace, the election will be free and fair, as Ukwuani is known to have a free election. Thank you all. Thank you.
As for the house,
The APC, representative of the APC.
This is the attendance list.
Yes.
I'm a talent man now.
Yes.
Why you not do
This period now till about 2 or a day to the election is time that is still the hottest period for you people. I want to thank all of you for honoring my invitation. And by God's grace, God who has always been in Ukwuani land with us, because it is only God who allow us to go to that pool successfully and we all emerge a winner. Amen. And equally too, God will see us through. We will never record any casualty. Because there will be nobody's blood will be shed because of this election. I thank all of us. We all meet at the poll. Thank you all. And God bless.
Thank you very much.
This is Ndokwa FM reporting live from the police station here in Obiarako, and we are here at the signing of the peace accord by the political parties to ensure a free and fair general election. And with us here we have one of the representatives of the party, and please excuse me, sir, can you please come here please? Can you please tell us your name?
I remain my humble self, Oliver, member PDP, treasurer of the party.
Okay, sir. So we are here at the peace accord, and all has been signed. Please, can you tell us what to expect in these upcoming elections?
Well, it is very normal. In anything that has to do with election, there's always ups and downs. But whichever way it is, we are one of the people who shall maintain peace and tranquility. We shall be on. We shall try the best we can, making sure that whatever we do, we should put our local government first. So we know victory no value. Because in as much as the peace accord has been signed, we're going back home to tell our people that please, we are one Ukwuani. Let us maintain peace and tranquility. And I think this election will be better than others.
Okay, so we've heard from one of the representatives here, and he has already told us, and he has actually sent us a message across to all constituents in Ndokwa land that there will be free and fair election, and security-wise, everything will be fair and free. And we hope that with this peace accord, all the parties are actually going to send the message across to their constituents.
Definitely, they will.
How about those that are in faraway lands? How are we going to spread the message across to them?
The only way we can spread the message is the fact that we try the best we can to publicize it and to send our message across to them that peace is worth it.
Peace is worth it.
Yes. And peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. If justice is being done at peace will emanate, and every person will see it as the level playground, no annoyance. But what politics is in our today is a different ballgame. But whichever way, we pray for the best. In as much God is on our side. We don't pray for casualties. We don't pray for other issues that will come up. We just pray for our children and keep to the peace and love. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, and I still remain Unoma Okwede, and with Ndokwa FM, we are still here at the police station with the signing of the peace accord. The signing of the peace accord. And with this signing, can you tell us what to expect in the upcoming elections?
Thank you. Ukwuani is known for violence in election, and I tell you, when we come out successful, and a winner will emerge, and that winner will be congratulated. As we all know, the election is a game, and when you win, you embrace the loser. When the loser wins, he or she embraces the winner. So it's a sport, sportsmanship. It's real sportsmanship. I tell you, it will be violent for election, and we'll have a problem. And Ukwuani, whoever wins, whoever Ukwuani, because Ukwuani is going to be the best of the massive. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for telling us that this election will be actually a very free one and a fair one. So, in just what message would you actually give to the youths out there? The youths out there, you know, the youths actually are the food truck of any local government or any state. What message do you have to give to the youth?
We have a message to youth is one, that the future is in their hands. If the goal is way better, if you throw it to the dustbin, so be it. But I will advise them to use it wisely. One, the vote is your power, the vote is your voice, the vote is your strength. And the youth, as we all know, is the strength of the community, the strength of the nation. So I will implore the youth to go all out, vote massively for those who they believe represent their interest and pull this country out of the doldrums that it is. So the youth resist violence, go out to defeat, conduct every man, every woman, every aged person to vote peacefully so that their future is secure. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Oh, hello, sir. We're nice having you here with us. And this is a peace accord. This is a peace accord signing.
Yeah.
So, what can you tell us about the peace accord?
For truth, if you ask me that, I will tell you that from the DPO is a good one. It's a good timing, and I think I would say I enjoyed the meeting. Yeah, thank you. It's a good one.
So, what message will you give to everybody out there that are preparing to go for the general election, preparing to go and vote? Because most people are in fear of what might happen that day. What message do you have to give them after the signing?
Left to me, without this peace accord meeting, I will still advise people not to be afraid. So many people have the speculation that this forthcoming general election is going to be very deadly and bloody. It depends on how you take it. It depends on how you see it. Like the DPO said out there, he said politics is a game, and it's a game you either play to win or to lose. And any game you involve yourself in is a thing of interest.
There is no need fighting and killing ourselves. For this forthcoming general election, nobody should be afraid. As for me, I'm speaking on behalf of my party. I believe and I fully believe with God is going to be a free and fair election. No need for fighting. What are we fighting for? It's going to be fair as long as God is involved. Thank you.
Okay, being lost in the moment, because this is actually a very important part. Peace is actually a very important part of the election, having a free and fair election. So, being lost in the middle of it, we actually forgot to ask you your name and the party you represented at this peace accord.
By God's special grace, I am Honorable Ukwuani Cromwell Osani, and I represent the Social Democratic Party, SDP. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. And we want to thank you for staying with us throughout the peace accord signing, and we hope that you all come out in mass to vote during the elections. And we want to remind you to vote wisely, and do not be afraid to come out to cast your vote, because your vote is your voice. And we want to tell you once again that this is Ndokwa FM live here at the police station here in Obiarako, and we hope that in the elections we'll all see you there, and by next week definitely we'll be having a winner emerging, and I hope you will be out there to vote as we will vote our president and our other aspirants. Thank you very much.
This is Ndokwa FM, the digital radio of your choice.
We are into broadcasting and editing.
We are also into audio and video production.
We also do adverts, documentaries, skits with our range of professional video cameras, drones, and digital production equipment.
So, for your marriage, naming ceremony, birthdays, and burial coverage, reach out to Ndokwa FM.
We are located at number 12, Wire Road, off Okologbo Street, Obiaroko.
Or you can call us on 081 044 57960. 081 044 57960. You can also send us a DM on Facebook, Ndokwa FM, on Instagram, and even on Twitter. Ndokwa FM, the voice of Ndokwa Nation.
Ndokwa FM.